Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Shashwat Mandal, and I will be discussing you for your NATA last minute preparation, tips and guides, and like guiding options and all whatever you should go with. Each and everything will be guided to you, and whatever things you must go through, and if you're having any particular doubts, that also we will go through. This is a continuation of the previous session. So now coming to the chat section and whatever doubts you have posted till now, let me just have a go through each of them. So Shankit have asked that some riddles may have multiple answers. So if we give one of the multiple answers, will we get marks, or we have to write all the possible answers? If it's a multiple option correct answer, like where you need to choose more than one answer, you will have to pick on more than one answer only. Okay. And Arya, I will come to your question in a while. I will share the screen to see what image you have shared to me. Sorry, if we have okay, asking if we choose two options right out of three in principle of design. I told you cannot go like that. It's there is no partial marking. Okay. Other than that, if I just a minute, yeah. So your after that, Anusha is asking that is there is nothing to draw, right? Only aptitudes are there. Yeah, there is only aptitudes only, and from the drawings you will have some theory-based questions. You don't have anything to like draw in terms of that. So we'll look what sort of questions and what you things you should go through quickly. Okay. Monica is asking, that what happened if they say choose two options, but I choose more than two examples? To more than two example three. You cannot choose more than you cannot choose more than two. If they are saying two, means you have to choose two. Yeah, at first attempt there was some technical glitch there, due to which might be they were allowing you to choose more, or then they were not allowing you to choose. Like they told choose four, and they were allowing you to choose only two or three. So in that case, they will award you marks whatever it is. So what is the weightage of for section B and how many questions? Section B will contain 30 marks. It will have 5 pictures, 2 questions each picture. A picture will be shown to you, right after which you will be shown 2 questions. So you need to go for that in that way. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat?
Five
My
5 pictures. One picture shown to you.
no, not this one, sir. Back.
Which one, sir? What happened? Okay. So the question, like the software will be designed in such a way that if they are saying choose two, means you will have to choose two. You cannot choose three from there. You will not be allowed to click on three. Once you have clicked on two, rest of the options are locked. Now you can now change the option, that is something else, but you cannot choose three instead of two. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
yeah, might be if there is something glitch, like they are allowing you to choose a more, or they were like they have told that you can choose four, and they are allowing you to choose three only. That time you can choose three and leave it. They are like bound to award you the marks. That's what. Okay, so now without wasting any time, I will just share my screen and let's quickly go through principle of design. This was an important topic which many of you are having some doubt. Okay. So coming to principle of design topic. So first one, what we get is your balance, symmetrical balance. So once we look in balance is something, balance is something wherever you look at it, you feel that okay, that's the structure which is there, or the image which is there. It is a rigid format, or it is attached with one with each other, that it will not fall off. Now, what is symmetrical balance? Symmetrical balance is something you can just let me reduce the screen size a bit. Yeah, symmetrical balance is something this way. If we are yeah, now if I am just drawing a line here, a straight line, or suppose these are very simple, again I am saying these are very simple images which you are seeing here. So the example, this is just for your explanation. If you just draw a line here on this axis, central axis, it is a it's a reflection, or it's a mirror image. This is what is known as symmetry. Okay. So okay, now on this, for this is also the same. Now why it is a symmetrical balance, you will say this is like this is a boy, this is a girl, how can it be symmetric? Not like that. You see, symmetrical balance means when you look at the image, you will find that like the thing composition is properly arranged in a proper intact manner, which is seen that like the structure will not fall off or the thing will like not scatter, and it is replicating something on the same side, and it is like looking almost like what it is, a kind of reflection of what you see on the other side. In that way it is symmetry. Okay, now exactly you cannot expect a mirror image also while once you go for these sort of questions. Now let's quickly move on to the next slide. So symmetrical balance can be formal, uniform, smoothing. Okay, now these are something like very elaborately explained. I will just quickly tell you something like Adidas original logo: symmetrical balance, high contrast, unity, shape, form, and lines. Okay, these are the things which you can see in Adidas logo. If you go to Starbucks logo, you can see symmetrical balance again. You can see a high contrast. You can see unity, shape, form, and lines. Let's look at some of the images where you can see symmetry. Okay, so what you are seeing here is the Petronas Twin Tower, Malaysia. Remember these images as well. Might be some you need to recognize these images in your examination. This is Taj Mahal in Agra. This is the White House. Okay. So once you are seeing in this image, you get a sense of symmetry that like it is a rigid. First of all, the balance is there. It is a rigid structure, and once these are very simple that you are drawing a vertical line and getting it. Might be the questions which come, you might have to check with some other axis as well, and then only you get a symmetry. Okay. Okay, now for these structures, so this has been discussed over here. For your structures, what are the things you are getting? For Petronas Twin Tower, just a minute. Okay, for Petronas Twin Tower, we are getting symmetrical balance, rhythm in the graded format, high contrast or light and shadow, lines, shape, form, and texture. Okay, so light and shadow, why? Because the color there is no different color for each of the parts of the building. The way it looks stunning or the way you can differentiate the parts in it is because of its light and shadow effect. Okay, graded rhythm or graded is because the same sort of pattern has been repeated several times, and in a graded manner it goes up. Okay, now other than this we will just check. Now see, this is also a symmetry. If you are just once looking at the image, you will understand that it is somewhat similar on both the sides. If you draw axis on like any of the, if you just draw a line from the central region, it looks almost similar on your left hand and right hand side. Now you cannot assume that okay, whatever is here is it the same here? No, but it gives you a sense of symmetry that it is somewhat balanced in a symmetrical format, that once you draw axis in vertically in the center, you get almost something similar of the content is similar. Okay, are you guys getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once we are done with symmetry, we will just these are the again the examples of symmetry. Just have a look on these pictures and try to assume how we are defining symmetry over here. Any doubts you can ask me. So that's why I opened the PDF, so that you can have a look at broader aspect of the visuals, because anyhow you have to answer on that tomorrow. Okay, so these are the asymmetrical balance. Now what is asymmetrical balance? Asymmetrical balance is something balance, as I have told you, that once you look at the structure, it will seem like that something will be at its place. It will not fall off from its like place or its wherever it is. So whatever asymmetrical balance is something like might be it is not maintaining the symmetry. For suppose you are, if you look at the this YouTube, left hand side U is something different, tube is written totally different, but it is in balance. Okay, if you look at this Germus communication agency, this is not in symmetry, but it is in balance. Same for the other logos which you are seeing here. If we move further in form of structures, can you see asymmetry? There is a balance that it will not fall off, but once you look at the image, you can see that there is no proper symmetry maintained. It is random, it is randomly arranged, but the balance is obviously maintained. Okay. Can any one of you quickly name this structure which you see on over here where my cursor is? Guys, one of you respond?
Hyder Aliyev Center by Jaha Hadid.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. Just write down the name in the chat box, whosoever it is. I cannot see the name. Write down in the chat box for rest of your friends can also refer to it. Okay, so this is again your like a bit of asymmetrical balance which is there. Can any one of you name this structure which is being on this, which is displayed on the screen?
Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's Walt Disney Concert Hall. Okay, let's move further and have a quick check over all the rest of the things. Okay, so this is again some asymmetrical balance concepts of that. Okay, now this is also where you get some asymmetrical balance. The content on this part is with a very vibrant color. Color is a bit vibrant along with the weightage is a bit more along with the structures, whereas on this side it's a light with some light colors and the weightage is also less. Okay. Let's see to these images and all. See, these are again the symmetrical balance which is being maintained. Okay, we will move on to the further, world map is obviously a great example is your world map having asymmetrical balance. Okay, you don't need to go through radial balance as of now, you can leave it. Okay, what is emphasis now? Emphasis is something when you look at the image or when you look at these icons or something like that, you feel that something is there which is being emphasized, like on which the importance has been given. Okay, for suppose if there is a group of actors standing and in the center there is Shah Rukh Khan, you have an emphasis, the center of attraction is that person. So emphasis is always the center of attraction. Okay, something like this is the Amazon logo and all, whatever is being displayed here is your center of attraction, is the emphasis. So right now also over here, if you just have a check on these images, this is your center of attraction and the emphasis is here in the golden the golden dome section. Okay, let's move further and we will go now. Again over here in this picture you can see the emphasis is in the eye portion. Okay, so whenever whenever people design, like designers design something as a logo or some posters or for some wallpapers and all, they always give some emphasis to a certain certain place. For suppose in this Nike logo you don't see your shoes displayed with some offers name and all. Brand do not do does not do that. They have given like the running image of an athlete with the shoes, and that like explains what you are there for, and the emphasis is on the shoes. Okay, so in the same manner this is also like the bag which is being sold, the emphasis is right at the bag, all the lights are focused towards that. So now this is again your another sketch advertisement on which explosive speed, and the sketch is designed in a red color which is eye catching. Once you look at that, your eye will automatically get directed towards that, this highlighter ad. Once you look at the image, what's your eyes getting attracted towards is the highlighter, right? Are you guys getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the look for it. Now what is rhythm? Rhythm is actually rhythm is something, the very term rhythm, if we just don't go for this design principles and all, rhythm is something a repetition, or you can tell a maintenance of an something. In terms of music, rhythm is something a flow. There will be determines a sense of flow, movement, and that is how it is connected in design. So once you look at this logo of your Olympic Games, there is a rhythm. The circles are interconnected with each other, and the rhythm is maintained. Coca-Cola, the handwriting is giving you a sense of rhythm. Okay. In Mozilla Firefox icon, you are having this Firefox thing around the globe. This fox around the globe is giving you a sense of rhythm. Again in Classwork, it's giving you a sense of rhythm. That is how it goes. So what do we get in regular rhythm? It's formal, uniform, soothing, organized, stability, can be monotonous and all. Okay, so we don't need to look at these things now. Tomorrow is your exam. We will see how can we understand rhythm. So see, here are the number of squares are there. These things are being followed. You will, once you look at rhythm, you will most of the times you will get repetition. Okay, so repetition and rhythm always go side by side. So any of the two things if you find in your image which is somewhat or similar to these things, you can click on that option and get it for guaranteed that rhythm or repetition will be there. Okay, so let's move on to
Both options given, when can we put on the options?
I cannot hear who is this? I cannot hear what Vishnu. Yeah, Vishnu, I think you are a bit out. You can type your question in your chat box.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. So let's quickly move on to the next part and see what are the other things that we need to. So see, again, there is a rhythm. The hairstyle is different, but you know, like the hairstyle is somewhat different for the, actually it's the color contrast which is different, not the hairstyle. But there is a sense of flow. Over here also the decorations which are made on the side were like on the like external surface of the vase, it's giving you a sense of rhythm. And if we check on with the next image, let's see what is it. So see, again, like it's a repetition. Can you guys get that that there is a rhythm, a repetition which is there? Okay, in this image where my cursor is, other than rhythm, what is the other principle that you can see?
Focal point, sir.
Pattern.
Okay, anything else?
Depth,
Okay, anything else?
contrast,
Okay, other than this? Okay, so if someone
Repetition.
asks me to point out the very 4 important principles from here, one will be your focal point or depth, whatever you get in your option section, because they, like, you know, you get the a move. There is a sense of movement towards the inner direction. There is a depth over here created. So whatever best suits your thing, if you're getting both depth and movement, go for both of them. Other than that, you can get one more important thing over here for which I asked you is, and I told you right before this, is your emphasis. The emphasis has been created here by this blue, you know, mattress kind of thing, or you can tell it's not a sofa, it's a kind of blue mat, a lying mat, which you can see here, where you are getting the emphasis. And obviously rhythm or pattern has been created right over here on the right side and on the left side as well. Okay, so this is these things now, whatever you are seeing, this is creating a movement. I must check on all these things as well. This is also creating a depth. You can go in towards the picture and a sense of movement. Whenever you can travel in, you get a sense of movement. Okay, these things, like, you don't get a depth here, but it is like in a rhythm format, it's giving you a sense of direction. Once it gives you a sense of direction, you get a movement. This is again giving you a depth and movement, and along with obviously the thing which we were discussing about, that is rhythm.
So repetition also.
Yeah, repetition and rhythm and pattern, these things, you know, always go side by side. Okay, so now this is what something you can tell it as a random rhythm. Random rhythm is the, like previously what we were seeing, the same object or the same thing was being repeated again and again. Over here, that is not like you get here different things, different objects being repeated and creating a rhythmic manner. Okay, so let's move on further. Can anyone name this painting?
Scary Night.
Starry Night.
This is by whom?
Van Gogh.
Okay, great work, guys. You have gone through each of the things, I think, and I hope that you all will score 150 plus tomorrow in NATA. Okay, if all scores 40 students are there, okay, we are having more number of seats all over in India, so not a problem. So guys, just one of you, whoever has told the name along with the writer, okay, someone has already wrote it. Starry Night by Van Gogh. Okay, fine. Just make a note of it. You can take a screenshot also and just make a note of it, because these pictures might come for your paper. Okay, so you need to go through each of these visuals. The main important thing for NATA examination or for any of the designing career examinations is your visuals. Okay, okay, I will just ask one more question. This house which you see here, this residence, can you just name it?
Habitat 67.
Okay, designed by? Who is the
Moshe Safdie.
Okay, great. Write it in the chat box for rest of your friends. Okay, let's quickly move. Okay, so something is here as graded rhythm. What is a graded rhythm now? Graded rhythm is nothing but grade. Now, again, in wherever you find a graded rhythm, see, rhythm is there. Now, with the graded rhythm, there will be always a sense of movement, because a graded rhythm is always give you a direction. Okay, graded means nothing but the thing will, like, will start from a broader area and will converge into a smaller one, or will start from a smaller place and will like get larger. This is what a graded rhythm is. Okay, like it expands of its own, or it diverges of its own and will give you a sense of direction. You will get a sense of direction in a graded rhythm, which will lead you to to this conclusion as well. Once you see a graded rhythm, you must know that that is giving also a sense of movement. Okay. If someone is on okay, so now obviously I don't need to ask you this one. Let's move on to the next picture. These are examples of some graded rhythm. Graduated rhythm. Okay, you can leave it as of now. Anyways, you will not get questions on this thing, like what is in the terms as graduated rhythm, graded rhythm, or like, you will just get the word rhythm, pattern, or repetition, something like this. Okay. So let's quickly move on. Now, what is unity? You will check over something over unity. Unity is nothing but you will get a sense of that once you look at the picture, similar kind of objects or something like similar. I have not told exactly the same. Similar kind of things are like packed in a closed manner or at a closed place to give you an idea or to give you a sense of, like unity or oneness. So like it's a compact structure formed of several small components. Okay. So let's quickly move on. These are things you get a sense of unity with the things. Mainly with this image, you get a sense of unity. Again, see over here, I told you previously about symmetry. Now you're getting unity. These different legs and all with the shoes.
Is that unity means combining or combination, right?
Yeah, unity means a combination of a similar kind of objects, or might be slightly different the objects it is, but it will give you a sense of oneness. Okay, it is always a combination in a compact format. It cannot be scattered.
It means the all will be related to something one, right?
Huh?
It means all the elements related to the one thing.
Yeah, you are right. Fine. See, now this is obviously giving you a sense of unity, like cricket match of India, where the people, like whatever it is, whosoever has what problem with like each other in person, but right at this place, everyone is united together. Okay, let's move further and let's see. Okay, this is contrast. Now, what is contrast? Contrast is something like, in a color, when you look on the color wheel, I will just show you the color wheel after this once. When you look on color wheel, you will see that two opposite colors which are there in the color wheel, they will give you some sort of contrast. Like it is always something like contrast is something like, when you have both of with them, one is in the very the tint is much more like tint is something when you add white with the color, it gives you a sense of tint. So mainly contrast starts with black and white. So adding white to a color and might be some other color, you have added some black, and it is one is dark, one is light. So that time it gives you more sense of contrast. Okay. So one will be a bit eye-catching. So, you know, something will be highlighted on something that gives you a contrast always. So see over here, if you see to this L'Oreal building, like it's a salon kind of thing, you look at here, there is nothing but these like these designs which are created on the outer section. At night they look somewhat dark, and there is a light like which is inside. So these light, the places which are being lightened up, these are glowing, and these are having the sense of light, like as I was telling, that they will have the sense of white, or you will be able to see through them. And these are opaque surfaces where, you know, like you cannot see anything. There's a bit darkened, and this is creating a contrast in that way. Okay. Now, if there is like most of the things usually have contrast, like in normal world, I'm saying, but if, because you know, once you don't have contrast, it sounds something like monotonous to you. Over here on the wall, this is the contrast is being created on the, like, you know, for how should I say that, like, or just on the basis of light and shadow. So once you see a black and white image, if there is a black and white image on your in your examination, you just have a good check over it. There is 90% chances that it will have contrast for sure. So you can blindly mark the word contrast if you are seeing some sort of that image. Okay. So now, other than this, let's check if there is something more important which we need to check. Okay. No, that was all for this. Okay. So guys, if you're having any questions, like, we will quickly go through them, and then we will just have a check over a few other things, and then we will end the session. So just I will take up your questions now. Any questions regarding this?
Sir, can you please explain monochromatic color?
Color wheel. Okay, fine. Let's go through the color sensing, like color terminologies as well. Just give me a moment. We will just have a check over that. Okay, screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just give
Yes,
me
sir.
a minute for it to load. Okay, just one thing, I want an assurance from all of you. After your examination tomorrow, I hope that all of you will join in the meeting, right? So we will have a, like, you know, meeting after your examination tomorrow, most probably by the evening. I wish that all of you, whosoever is, like, you know, going through this last minute suggestion tips and taking some help for your examination, we expect that by tomorrow we will also get some, you know, like, response from you. How was your examination? Did we, like, can we really get help you out through this? For the new joinees, obviously. For the students who are studying here, obviously you must join, though, like, you are already connected in the chat group and all. But after your examination, that will not be like much longer. It will be my for 40 minutes or an hour or so. Most probably we'll try to end it within half an hour, 40 minutes only. We just want your response regarding how, you know, your exam went and all. Will you please upload the strategy class on app or on YouTube? Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so coming to the color wheel section, let's check with the color. So this is somewhat known as warm and cool colors. Warm is nothing but which is having more shade. The shade is much more, like, it's a bit dark, and cool is a bit light. Okay. So let's just quickly go to your color wheel and understand the concepts which you were talking about. Just give me a moment. Yeah, Sanket, we will have the session tomorrow at evening itself, so don't worry about that. Okay. Now coming to your color wheel section and all. Okay, just let's see if we can see the color wheel. So, okay, this is actually what your color wheel is. Okay, just for the basic understanding how the colors are arranged. The like on the outer section, the colors which you can see, inner section you can see, those are mainly the somewhat of the primary colors. Now, if I just give you a proper view of the wheel, which we have or which we should have, just give me a moment. We will go through like stepwise from your monochromatic colors. So this is what monochromatic colors is. Monochromatic colors are all colors that are single hue using the tint and shades. Okay. So once you see an object with a single color or any composition with a single color, if you are asked to identify the color scheme in that image, so you have to see that if it is a single colored image with the shade like tint and shade, then it is known as a monochromatic color sign. You can tell a monochromatic color theme or a color composition. Over here also you can see everything, whatever is over here is of the same color, like it is made of combining some black with the color yellow. A darkness is being given. Okay, so this is again some sort of example of your monochromatic color. And if I move further, this image you can again see the monochromatic color being displayed over here. Next we can see analogous color scheme. What are analogous color scheme is nothing but three adjacent colors, whatever you see in the color wheel. You can just download a picture of the color wheel from the internet, whatever you have, or you can just take a screenshot from here itself. And any three adjacent colors which you see in the color wheel, they are like, you know, they are giving you the analogous color scheme. Okay, any composition made with those three adjacent colors. Okay, now fine, let's. These are all analog. Okay, now triadic is nothing but, triadic is something like, you know, in a color wheel, once you look at, you will find that there you will get something like this, that you can form a triangle kind of thing with equal spaces in between. Okay, so once you get this thing, like once you for any of the color options, once you can form this triangular kind of thing in your color wheel, composing any composition with these three colors will give you the triadic color scheme. Okay, for suppose let's be here having here the yellow color, like mainly the dark yellow part along with some purple and green. So these three are giving you a sense of triadic color, and we can see a composition of these three things over here. Moving further to your other color scheme. Okay, that is your complementary color scheme is nothing but two colors opposite to each other. Okay, that is always giving you a and most of the complementary color scheme compositions will give you a sense of like high contrast. That is like quite natural for it to be, because two opposite colors when added on together, they gives a high sense of contrast. Okay, so we'll just browse in through the next images. These are the things. These are the things where you get some, you know. Now, okay, this is split complementary is also an option. Split complementary is nothing but the color which you are choosing, right opposite to that, whatever color is there, adjacent to that, the two colors will be taken and these three colors will be forming your composition. That is what split complementary is. Okay, now let's move further. This is a very good example of your split complementary color viewing option. And okay, let's. Can anyone tell me what are the three basic primary colors?
Red,
Yellow, red,
Red,
blue.
green, yellow. Red, green, yellow.
Red, green,
Red, yellow, blue.
Blue.
just
blue, yellow.
red, one by one, red.
Blue,
Red, yellow, and blue.
yellow.
Black.
Okay. Total black.
Is that black is primary color or a secondary color?
Okay, okay, fine. Vishnu, okay, you can text Vishnu. I couldn't hear anything. Okay, one is someone told red, yellow, and green, blue, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so someone told red, green, and blue, I think. Did someone tell that? I heard someone telling green. Okay. Anyways, I'm seeing here red, yellow, blue. So yeah, red, yellow, blue is the primary color scheme. Might be somewhere some of you have heard RGB. So RGB is nothing but it's not the primary color scheme. It's red, green, blue. Red, green, blue is mainly used for your like the very first primitive computers which were used. That time that was the through the picture tube, you mainly were able
What
to
about
see
black
these three
color?
colors. Yeah, tell.
What about black color?
Black is not at all a color actually. Black is, black is something, it is like, it is the darker portion. It is not, you cannot consider it as a color. So if you
Can we
combine,
mix
if you,
the colors to make a black color?
which color?
Can we mix any two or more colors to give a black color?
You combine everything in darker shades, it will give you black. Okay, that is how it is. Black and white, it is something, these are the two things which you can consider for creating your tint and shade. You cannot create like take these things as a color. Like obviously once you go for purchasing colors and all, these are considered as colors, but these are the things which create your light and darkness. So once you are in light, the same colors, once you see them under light, you will get the essence of those colors, what they are getting reflected. Once you take them to darkness, they turn into black. That is how black and white matters. Okay, it's all about the intensity of light which you get.
Yes.
Okay. Fine, that was all regarding your color psychology and color theory. Color psychology I have not been through. So I'll just go through quickly through these things. Red will give you something as a power, positivity, passion. In terms of positive, if you look, red will give you power, passion, energy, fearless, strength, excitement. So mainly if I can consider red as power and passion and energy kind of thing. Energy don't consider, power, passion. Negative is anger, danger. Orange will give you courage, confidence. Negative terms, orange will give you immaturity, ignorance. Yellow is warmth, happiness. Any picture which is having much larger section with a tint of yellow, don't go for darker shades of yellow. So when it is like lighten up with yellow, that gives you that sense of like happiness, creativity, then kind of like a freshness. Negative terms, you can tell it as a fear, caution, you can tell frustration. I will not tell because gray, mainly frustration is denoted by some dark colors like gray and so. Green is health, freshness, obviously. Green is on the other hand, bladness, sickness. Okay. Blue, if I come to blue, will create trust, loyalty. Negative terms, cold, then emotionless, uncaring. Purple is wisdom, luxury, wealth. Negative will be, like suppression and inferiority. If I come to brown, it's seriousness, warmth. Negativity will be heaviness and sadness as well. If I come to black, black is always like, elegance and authority you can consider for black in positive terms. Negative terms, there is everything, oppression, coldness, heaviness, evil. Gray is timelessness, neutrality, reliability is gray in terms of your positivity. Negative will be lack of energy, bladness, frustration. Okay. White is cleanness, clarity, purity. In negative terms, while white is something isolation you can consider, but mainly white will be considered in terms of positivity only. So okay, so this was like a sense which a color gives to a human mind. Might be you don't know or don't think about the terms while you see these colors, but once you have a look at a whole atmosphere or a whole composition with this color, your sense gets something like this, or it affects your sense like this. Okay. So, okay, we are done with this. I hope you all got it cleared. Okay, I'll just look at the chat once. Okay, tone means mixing of some color with gray. Okay, Vishnu is answering. Pattern is 2020 color is yellow gray. Okay, if it's single. Okay, fine, got it. Okay, I hope all these things are clear. Yeah, just give me a minute, guys. I will check on with a question which has been shared. In the meantime, if someone wants to discuss something or ask something, you can ask. All of you are clear with the things and no doubts?
Clear, sir.
Great, great. So, like, what are you expecting for tomorrow's examination? Will it be very smooth? Because the way you are answering the questions and all, your recognition and all, I see, like you're very smooth in that. So, can I expect that all of you are going to score really great for tomorrow's examination?
We'll try our level best, sir. We will try our level best.
Okay, okay, great. Fine, just give me a moment. Okay, guys, if I just quickly take you through, I have received some questions from Arya, so just go through them. Okay, the first question is this one, and she's like telling that these are the things which are a bit hard to answer. So let's see what is the question tells that enter the correct color of the shape. Okay, now this is what I was telling you, like like once in observation, if you can just see and write it down, like when you are having this sort of images, you can generally expect what question. You can generally expect a question with some pattern, like asking for you the pattern, the number of repetition, and mainly your what are the colors. So you can just draw, if you can just quickly in 30 seconds draw a few shapes and write down their colors with your visual, so you can memorize them quickly, and like you can the answering part will be more easier. Okay, in the given tile pattern, how many unique pieces were arranged? Okay, so now this obviously you cannot write it down in a paper because it is not at all possible. So this is something you need to have a look, and yeah, what you can write is that the different, like once you are seeing this kind of object, this is a kind of experience. And from next time onward, this paper, if you just see this same image or this sort of image, obviously write down what are the different tile patterns that you are seeing. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This is
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, so should we just draw the tile pattern? All the one?
No, not at all. You cannot draw in 30 seconds this tile pattern. It is not at all possible. I'm not telling you to draw each and everything, whatever you see. What I am telling you is, once you look at the paper, if there is something to note down from there, that you just write it down so that you don't need to remember that. Okay.
Like this number of tiles
Like in
repeating
tiles of
these many
patterns,
times.
if you are getting experience from here, the question might come by asking you the unique number of pattern. Okay. or you can just like, you can just have an idea about that once you write it down, that which pattern was repeated how many times. Okay. So like, so that once you do that, you are getting an idea about that, okay, this pattern was repeated this many times, so this was the total number of unique pattern, so that you can write it down in your paper. Okay. Obviously you cannot draw these patterns and do it. Now, how many times does the leaf being given appear? Okay, now this is again like, you have to write, if you are writing it down, it's fine, or else you need to like memorize, and you need not to do something like fully like that. You can just do the basic structure of the leaf in a very short, it will hardly take not even a second to do that, and just write the number of that leaves you are seeing from there. If there are several different objects, like repeated number of objects in this manner, if it's given, obviously write down the number of things that you see. Okay, last question, I hardly can read what is written. Okay, how many times does the given color appear? So now obviously you need to write down the color code as well for these things, or you need to try to remember this as well. Once you do that, you can easily write that. Okay, so we are done with this. Just stop sharing. Fine, guys, just give me a